My name is Victor Ramos. I came to the United States in 2011, which is 4 years ago. The reason why I came to the United States was because I was persecuted in my country. To be honest, when I was 7 years old, the first thing I told my uncle was, "I hate you. Don't even cross in front of my face. I hate you." And I ran away because I knew he was taking my parents away from me, and maybe it was the last time that I was going to see my parents. One day, I was playing the guitar with my friends. We were jamming and stuff. And this guy came super scary, telling me to go back to my house because it was an emergency. I started to ask him, "What's going on? What's going on?" He didn't tell me what was going on. So I went to my house. I saw my grandfather in this corner of the house shaking. So I asked him, "What's going on?" He was like, "You better run away." I was like, "Why? Why should I? I'm in my house." He was like, "No, I just got a phone call from these gamesters asking for more than $3,000. If you don't pay it by tomorrow at 11 o'clock, they're gonna kill you. And they know where you go to school. They know where we live and stuff." Immediately, I just went into my room, shut the door, and started thinking. So the first thing I did is I called the police. They clearly told me that they couldn't do anything. They were like, "It's not in we cannot do anything to you because we cannot. If we protect you, we cannot protect all the people that are current in the same situation as you." So I was thinking and thinking. So at the midnight, I called my dad. Finally, called my dad, and I told my dad what was going on and stuff. He was like, "Just give me a second." He called my uncle. Like around 4 in the morning, there was a red car in the front of the house. I was scared because I didn't know who it was, and then I heard somebody was knocking the front door, and then it was my uncle. So he gets inside the house. He was like, "Just get anything that you need and something that's close to you, and like let's go." I got my guitar, some clothes, and my phone, and I left to the country house. We used to have more than one house, so I went to the country house, basically the farm. 2 weeks later, I enrolled the local school. It was surprising for me because I had to walk more than hour and a half to get into that school. The first day I got into that school, I see this guy. He looked super friendly. So we got together and I was helping him with the English homework. He came to me and we were talking and talking, and then he started talking about like how their friend were killing people and stuff. And I was like, okay, so I thought we were gonna talk about the lecture and stuff. And then he told me that he was a member of the MS-13, which is the game that called my house. So immediately I was trying to finish the conversation and like run away from where he was. So I told him that I had to do something with my grandfather, so I had to go home. He didn't believe me actually. He thought that was like faking. So I went back to my house. I called my father that the MS-13 was in their neighborhood, on the in that neighborhood. So he told me to stop going to that school because it would be dangerous. Because how these people work is they work in basically they are industry now because they are all over the place, and if they don't like you, they wanted to kill you. They have pictures and everything. They're gonna send it to another crew in other cities, and they're gonna find you and they're gonna kill you anywhere you are because they are in basically everywhere in Salvador. So my dad was like between the sword and the wall basically. He couldn't do anything. So he's like, "Give me a second," and he contacted a coyote and stuff. So 2 days later, he told me to go to my sister's house. My sister's husband paid the coyote and stuff, and they did everything that needed to be done there. So the guy took me. He took me basically, and then a week later, I was in Mexico already. like 40 days after I get off from the center, I came to DC on April 10, 2011. I went. I came to Ronald Reagan Airport, so it was my first time seeing my dad after 7 years. It was quite ironic that between 7 years I kinda lose the love that I have for my parents. So when I saw my dad, it was like you seeing a person. It's not like you seeing your dad, you're gonna go and run and crying when you see them. It was just like, okay, cool. I just see you here. That's what's up. So I saw him. I give a handshake. I saw my family friend there. Say hi. I went to meet my mom. My mom was there. She was crying the whole time, and I was like, "Hey, chill. I'm not dead. Yeah, I'm not dead yet. So don't cry. I'm still alive." Because I was 7 years old, and because I never had the parent figure, basically, for me, it was hard for me to feel love for somebody. So I saw them, and they were just like strangers. So then on, then months after months, we started getting more like and looking more like a family. Now I'm not saying that I don't love them anymore. I love them. They're my parents now. I love them and stuff. But yeah, that was my trip. Yeah.